Castle Dower is a monument to the Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will liven up the place. Ronald mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find them and see what they can tell us.
Hey! Don't step on the dice! There a reason you're interrupting our game, Horkface? Don't... Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak.
My friend asked nicely. Talk, or the next thing to roll will be your heads.
Kasala! She handles all the smuggling in Solitude. Her warehouse is on the docks.
That wasn't so hard. Come on, partner. We're done here. Must be Mog.
Questions?
I have questions.
Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc, or...
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana.
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you? Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you threatening my friend? Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though. His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe? I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudok Mountains or someplace. He hasn't been back since.
Let's talk outside, partner. So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first. We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella's warehouse? That's Casella's warehouse. Only one sentry. Let's try not to cause a scene.
Private property. Get lost. Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn? Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too? Until Casalla returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead. Alas, Casalla doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed? Oh, thank you, thank you! You don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock. See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door.
I knew whoever was poking through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business. I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after? A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. So, who am I paying the bribe to? You or the High King? Give me that! Tribal crafts my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods. Especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes from such business. This isn't cursed, is it? No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see the same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurances. They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there.
Ronald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose? Without a doubt, the Coven's attack on Yoren involved a ritual. Why hire locals, though? Seems like an unnecessary risk. And how does the Breton figure in? I suppose using different people draws less attention. Something doesn't feel right. No reason not to. Head there while I circle around from the other direction in case they're already on the move. Just be careful. I'd rather not lose another partner before we actually figure out what we're up against. Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
Oh, he's gonna get more than an autograph if I see him again.
You have a questioning look about you. Certainly. You are my Tamit. We are partners, friends, and we guide each other through the world. You have my ear, Tamit. As you wish. I have always admired those whose healing energies can pull others back from the brink of death. Had I not been called by Azura to a warrior's creed, I would have liked to follow a healer's path myself.
More than I need, so I'll just
Invigorating display, Tamit.
Over here, partner. All I found were these Reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Ice Reach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallions. Anyway, did you find the lodge? Kilcreath? The temple to Meridia? Why would the Ice Reach Coven target a local Daedra cult? Damn, we're running out of time. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath Temple and alert Meridia's priests. I'll meet you there as soon as I can. You'll be going up against the Coven by yourself. Warn the priests. If there's an opportunity to safely stop or delay the ritual, by all means, but don't take any unnecessary chances. I still don't want to lose another partner. Good luck.
Disaster has befallen Kilcreath Temple. Don't be alarmed. I mean you no harm. But there are Harrow fiends swarming around Kilcreath Temple who do. Head back to safety before they find you. I'm sorry, but you're too late. An unnatural storm struck the temple, and now the entire area is overrun by vampires and Harrow fiends. Harrow fiends are feral vampires, a byproduct of the unnatural Harrow storm. As for me, I am Fenorian of House Ravenwatch. I came here on the trail of remains stolen from a mass grave in Bankurai. They were shipped to Solitude in ancient urns. Yes, I've run into the Coven as well. The urns and the stolen remains play a part in a ritual to summon the storms. If you're willing, I could use your assistance. I need to finish my investigation of the site to see what else I can learn. I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Harrow fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need for your assistance. You see, I'm not that confident in my combat prowess. Is it that obvious? But have no fear. As a member of House Ravenwatch, I have pledged to never take blood from an unwilling subject. I assure you, I'm only here to help. Look! A priest of Meridia! Maybe they can tell us more about what happened at the temple.
Please. Oh, thank Meridia. The priests and pilgrims of Kilcreath Temple. We need assistance. A great and terrible storm struck, and so many of us were lost. A temple dedicated to Meridia. She's the ranking.
The living take precedence. We should search for survivors while investigating the pikes.
Another pilgrim seeking shelter from a storm? Even in our darkest hour, Marie. Start at the stable. Kilcreath Temple.
It is done.
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful.
It is done.
What happened to this poor woman? She looks distraught.
Something useful or valuable there. Perhaps both.
Why has Meridia...
Keep calm.
High Priest Vakor will find me. Priest Pavian?
Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting.
Acolyte Ivina! Please,
No visible
Acolyte
damage
Ivina
despite
can't...
its proximity to the eye of the storm.
We need to find High Priest Vakor. Let's head to the temple.
Can you feel the lingering energy? That's Daedra. These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Hero Storm. Now they're just ordinary sticks, but even in this state, they tell us much about the ritual that flowed through them. I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sensed lingering energy, including a Daedric taint. And we found an intriguing residue. It's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? With a little study, I should be able to identify each ingredient in its makeup. Then I can begin to understand the ritual. One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have tried to slip away among the innocents. The cart should be along the road south of the temple. Strange. They're alive but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items.
You seem to know a lot about a great many things, vampire.
Did you find anything of interest in the crate? I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Or maybe it was slipped into their cart. Yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center of the storm. Regardless, there's still a lot we don't know about the effects of this ritual. Observing the target area could offer new insights.
An entire pack of wolves died from something with claws last week. Strange times. Best stock up on goods now, yeah?
These are temple priests and pilgrims. It seems the storm killed them.
These were good people, devout followers. How could Meridia let this happen?
I'll need to perform more tests. But from what we've seen, I believe the storm affects mortals in 3 distinct ways. It kills them, transforms them into harrow fiends, and leaves them mindless. I suppose I'd say it harrowed those poor pilgrims. Head to the temple and help Barvian. See what else you can learn inside. I'd accompany you, but Meridia doesn't approve of my kind, and I'd rather not get on her bad side. In the meantime, I'll finish up out here. I'll take samples from the harrow fiends, and try to determine how the storm killed these people. Later, we can retrieve my alchemical equipment from where I hid it so I can analyze the residue. I didn't want to carry fragile instruments into danger.
Looks like I made it back just in time. This place is crawling with vampires, and that one was about to make a meal out of you. House Ravenwatch. I've heard of him, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too. I spotted a Coven Witch. If we hurry, we might be able to catch her. On the cliff overlooking the temple. Calls herself Sister Embrit. I was going to rush her, but I wanted to make sure you hadn't run afoul of any of these monsters first. No offense, Fen. Come on. If we're lucky, the witch is still up there.
Perhaps I could question the witch before you introduce her to your impressive axe blade?
Kill her before she can summon another storm. Sacrifice! I'd rather give you my axe, witch. Go with your vampire friend. I'm gonna look around here.
This way? Do you see? These are the same as the urns. All this... I met a clever woman who lives in the bog.
So, what did your vampire friend discover? Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vamp. Queen Gerhild, the Queen's... I'd like to... Our priority, clever men, it could be that the elves our ancestors fought soured our taste for magic. Or maybe there weren't enough skalds singing about wizards going... Our priority remains getting an audience. Clever men and women are Nords with an aptitude for magic, though most use the term to refer to practitioners of the old ways. They're rare. Not the usual adepts found at the Mages Guild. Distrust of magic runs deep in Skyrim, especially out here.
You cannot leave me like this! Quick, while no one is looking. I sense Jock and suspected mischief. This is a nice surprise.
Reinforce the palisades. We can't lose the keep. Please tell me you're our reinforcements. You look like exactly what we need to save Kain's Aegis. Come to help us, huh? I hope you brought some sturdy friends. I wager Stun himself would struggle to turn back Lord Falgraven and his giant allies. Aye, a blood-drinking beast. A fiend of ice and fog. The sea's been rough for days, you see. Bitter winds, cold rain that rakes at the eyes and clings to your beard. I thought it was just foul weather. But then we saw Lord Falgraven's longships. Not just him. Sea giants and their howling half-kin. I'd heard tales of sailing giants, sure, but I never thought they were true. Look, we'll fight to the last. None of us intend to meet a straw death. But against vampires and giants, we need help! Kind bless you, friend. We can't hold this position much longer. We need to push Lord Falgraven's forces back north. My Swordthanes and I will be right behind you. But if we fall, well, I'll lift a mead to you in Sovngarde.
Watch out!
Ooh, blood. Over here,
Fewer
initiate.
people staring at me than I anticipated. What a strange time you live in. Of such beauty eases the ache of being so far from my time.
Whatever shall I do?
Get ready.
The lion fell.
A fight, is it? crushed by Noctra's wings.
More coming! Help! These for our soul reaper.
Be on your way, before more worms show up.
They're all gone. Help!
Can I beg a moment of your time? I hope you'll forgive me for just accosting you out there like this, but my master sent me to find you. Something terrible has happened, and she says we need your help. It's the Worm Cult. There are rumors that they've stolen Ysgramor's axe, Wuthrad. My master says it has powers that we cannot understand, and that the worms are working some kind of dark magic with it. Some even say that Wuthrad's been shattered. Well, if Wuthrad was really shattered, we need to search for the shards, but we also need to find a way to stop the worms. My master is Alfried. She wants you to seek her out at Honric Tower to the west. The worm cult's leader is near there.
Hold! I was sent for you! I've been sent to ask for your help. Riften, giant, attacked! Packed army in pursuit, many wounded. Guard Captain Vivica leading recovery effort, north of town. We need help. Oh, there we go. North side of town was hit hard. There are people trapped under rubble, fires everywhere. Then there's the corpses. There's no time to bury them. Healers want them burned before disease starts spreading.
Have pity.
Where's that help I was promised? Vestige! You're the help the Skald King promised? Suddenly I feel a lot better about our chances. Still, this threat is bigger than King Yoren imagined. The Ice Reach Coven. Witches operating in secret right under the Skald King's ample nose. There's more going on than the usual Reach mischief, I'm sure of it. I need to investigate, but I can't do it by myself. Help me track down the Coven and figure out their
Got him when I find him.
with Kenarthi's swiftness.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
Fresh from the warm southern lands, you smell of salt and sunshine. You look strong and capable, good in a fight and brave enough to travel the world in search of adventure. If my assessment of you is even close to correct, I could use your help. The Kananlaika, the great games to honor the reign of King Yoren, fills the city with good cheer. When a king survives to his 10th year on the throne, we celebrate. But not everyone who has come to Windhelm is in a festive mood. The Stormfist clan hasn't been seen in a decade, but they returned for these games. Since then, there have been numerous injuries and a few deaths, and there are rumors of worse things prowling the shadows. The clan stays at the Cold Moon Inn. Let me know what you find. I don't trust these Stormfists. They were trouble a decade ago, and I know that they're trouble today. I feel it in my bones.
They're all the same. Give an old a helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
I don't like to talk. I like to drink. Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see a
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.